All right, Antonio Brown. How's it going?
Game time.
Game time, man. I'm glad to have you here, man. Super Bowl champion,
Yes.
4-time first team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Those are big accomplishments, man.
Thank you.
Well, I thought we would start off with the biggest news going on right now. That's the Super Bowl. What's your take on the Super Bowl yesterday?
I thought it was a great game, close game, and I feel like everyone knew Kansas City would win.
So you thought Kansas City was the favorites from the gate?
For sure.
Okay. Anything particular stick out about the game that you liked or disliked, or what'd you see?
I just seen Patrick Mahomes finish the game with a game-winning touchdown drop.
Yeah, he killed it. That's for sure. What'd you think about the halftime show?
I was jacking Usher. Yeah, it was cool, but I don't think the kids nowadays know all the old songs. But it was nice.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about Usher, man. One of the big controversies that came out of that, man, was that a lot of people were kind of offended about how close Usher was to Alicia Keys, man. Boosie says he owes an apology. Other people went as far as saying he needs his ass whooped. What was your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's part of the show. I'm thinking they practice. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want no one grabbing my vibe, but I guess this is a new day and age. I guess it's a part of the entertainment, right?
It could have been a play just to get some news.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know, man. I don't think I would have been too cool with some dude all, grabbing her from behind, and he even one of the memes was making fun of him. They were like, "Oh, he's even got his eyes closed and everything."
I guess nowadays somebody will find something about anything to point at. You know what I'm saying? I think it was part of the show. It was a good show. They both looked happy, so. If your wife choosing, just let her.
There you go.
You feel me?
Swizz B says it was no big deal. He didn't think nothing. He didn't think much of it. Seems like the internet was much more offended than him.
Yeah, they were trying to make him go viral on this girl. At least Keys a star, man. I'm sure it's part of the set of the show. I don't think Usher is a disrespectful guy. I think he got a lot of girls he probably get behind anyway, right?
I'm pretty sure Usher has his choice of women. That's for sure. Well, after Mahomes won this game, you start to get the GOAT debate. People are already trying to compare him to Tom Brady, and some people are saying, well, it's a little early. He does have 3 championships, and he's off to a really good start with his career, but I mean, Tom's resume is crazy, man. Playing with Tom Brady and everything, what do you think about that?
In fact, it's only going to be one Tom Brady. Tom Brady got 7 championships.
Yeah.
So, and he got 6 with one team. I mean, impressive resume, Patrick Mahomes got a long way to go.
Long way to go.
I mean, he halfway, maybe.
Yeah, it's a long way, man. Do you think it's even possible for him to really even get there to pass Brady?
I mean, he got 3 now. He's in year, 7 or 8?
About there, yeah.
He's on nice pace, man. I wish him well if he could do it. It's only one Tom Brady.
What about Joe Montana? Is he close to Joe? Where's he at with Joe?
I think Joe Montana, how many championships? 3?
4.
4? He's closing in on him.
He's already there. Close.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, a great player, man. A young player that's doing a lot of amazing things.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, what about, do you think this is like the best start as a quarterback that we've seen?
For the new generation, I think Patrick Mahomes is the best start in the scene at the quarterback position.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think it's bad that they're already comparing him to Tom Brady this early in his career?
No, I think he earned it, with the back-to-back Super Bowl wins the other night. And, I mean, this guy's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good do you think you guys would have been if you and Mahomes would ever played together?
If we would ever played together, how good would it have been? I think we would have had a good chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd kind of get into your story a little bit and get to know you a little bit better, man. Can you tell them, like, where you're from, and for the people who might know, like, what it was like for you growing up?
Yeah, I'm Antonio Brown from Liberty City. It's a special part of Miami, Florida. Liberty City is kind of adverse situation, Section 8 kind of upbringing. And life is not about where you're from, it's about where you're going. So for me, the Liberty City was an opportunity to learn how to deal with adversity. Life is made of adversity, trauma, whatever you go through. I think Liberty City just helped me be able to, balance the adversity throughout the journey.
What was your family life like?
It's amazing, man. My grandma came from Cat Islands, Bahamas. She moved here early 1900s, and that's when my family minority from Cat Islands, Bahamas, and we grew up in Miami, Florida. So, you feel me? That's where my family originally.
Well, what about your parents?
Yeah, my dad is touchdown Eddie Brown. He was arena's the greatest football player ever over Kurt Warner. My mom, Adrian King, she's from Miami, so I got 5 brothers, no sisters. Yeah.
Now, you said your dad played football, but did he make it pro, or he was?
Yeah, he made it pro. He played for the Cardinals 1 year, but he finished his career 13 years in the AFL.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what position did he play?
Wide receiver.
Oh, okay. So I take it that's where you got it from?
I got a little bit of it from him.
Okay. Okay, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think if your dad was, a professional wide receiver, he'd probably. I would just think he'd give you all the game, all the shit early.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. It didn't happen like that, or?
No, my dad was, he was always away playing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Opening squads for the family. But I grew up playing football since I was like 6 years old. Little league, park football, all the way up to like 145 pounds. So for me, in Liberty City, it's a lot of distraction. So football for me was a place where you could work on yourself, you could be disciplined, you could work hard, you could compete. Kind of gave me an outlet from just getting away from the things that go on in Liberty City.
Okay. What were you like in high school?
I was like that boy. I was like the guy who walk in the room and like, you feel me, the energy, Same what you're seeing right now, but a little bit more younger. Yeah, no whiskey.
Was football always your passion from even when you were 6? Was it like, this is what I want to do? Like, I know this is it.
I just always played it and took it for positivity and like took it as a form of always getting better. I love football. I think every year just like a new opportunity to just work within yourself and just grow within the game. But for me, I always just thought I would just be whatever I wanted to be, like the Terminator. But football is what I do. It's not who I am. I'm a highly skilled football player, but the game come to an end. Just like everything.
Right. Explain that a little bit. It's not who you are; it's what you do.
Yeah, so everyone do some type of job or something for a living, And being that you play football is entertainment. Entertainment come with criticism. It come with fans. It come with fantasy football teams. It come with a lot of things. But yeah, football is just something I use to get away from the trauma of my regular life in Liberty City, and I was able to change my life by possessing the skills and the discipline to be able to go to the next level.
What was the focus like growing up, man? You know, to like people who want to be a professional athlete, man, like, you know, how much were you really out there like putting in the work every day?
I mean, you are what you continuously work at, or you are what you do. If you want to be the best, you got to simply outwork your opponent, especially on the football side, you know. So for me, you know, I was always just, you know, trying to be the best player I could be to change my life and my family. So, you know, football was one of those outlets.
I see somewhere you've been on your own since you were 15?
Yeah, you know, I was really independent. I told you my dad was always playing ball, and, you know, Miami could be fast for mothers, you know, anyone. You know, my mom had a new boyfriend, you know, I wasn't really jacking her new man. So sometimes I bounce his head off the canvas, or sometimes, you know, or whatever that have you. But that just made me independent as a young age, you know. I knew at a young age if I didn't take responsibility for me and my actions or what I wanted to get out of life, then it wouldn't be possible, you know. But I had family. I just had to, you know, find a way of being independent as a man and figure out what I wanted.
Okay, and you go to college, Michigan University.
Central Michigan University, you know, I went there in 2007. I left as a junior. And that was one of the phases, you know, just growing up, maturing as a football player, as a man. You see, life's about, you know, how people deal with trauma, adversity, you know, perception, reality. And people are made of three phases, you know, mental, physical, and emotional. Yeah, so I went to Central Michigan University. I graduated this year with a Bachelor of Science of Community Recreation. And obviously, you know, I'm one of the best football players in the world. You know what I'm saying? Not just playing the game and possession skill, but just confidence and independence, you know?
You said you graduated this year. So how many years did you only played 3 years?
Yeah.
And you want to go to the league. So you left early?
I went to the league, yeah. That's what I did. Yeah, I left early, you know, yeah.
What was college like for you? I mean, how hard is it to do the football thing, you know, keep your grades up and balance everything?
I mean, life's about balance, you know, you got study hall, you know what I'm saying? You got credits, you know. Life's about doing what you gotta do.
Okay. And you get drafted. 6th round.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
The best decision the NFL made. Investing in me. You feel me? The best thing they could have done.
Okay.
I didn't care what round it was, you know, I was just excited for the opportunity. Chance to do something special, you know?
Did you feel like you should have went an earlier round?
I feel like you already know what round you're gonna go, you know. Being a junior coming out early, you gotta submit paper to the NFL. So they usually tell you what their projection around the rounds they think you will go. But you know, everyone always think higher than themselves. It's a human trait. So, you know, it's common human tendency to think you should be higher than where you at. But it's not where you go, it's not where you start, it's how you finish. So I was one of those late round guys. But in the end, you know, it paid off.
Did that fuel you to work harder?
I mean, I don't run off fuel, so I'm not a car or anything. I don't got oil in the tank.
Metaphorically speaking. I didn't mean it literally.
And now I feel like life should just feel you, you know, if you want to be the best and you want to separate yourself from your competition. I mean, you wouldn't need what someone pick you to motivate you, you know, just the opportunity to be able to prove yourself, and that battle never ending. So, you know, just being your best every day.
Well, your first year, you guys make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That must have been crazy as a rookie.
Thanks to me. Thanks to me.
Talk to me about that. What do you mean by thanks to you, man?
Nah, I just popping shit, but you know, I was a part of that group that have his hand in the pile, you know, to experience the opportunity. I don't know if you're a football guy or you was watching football in 2010, but I made a sick catch on the helmet as a rookie, you know. In the playoffs game was a big moment. But football is a correlation of a lot of collective efforts from individual men that help win. And I just figure, you know, I'm a winner. So I play a role in that.
What's your rookie season like? You know what I'm saying? Is it difficult?
It's a
Is it
movie
easy?
theater. If we was having a movie of my rookie season, it'd be like, see how great AB gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's like a scenario. It's like a journey. It's like you know how great you are, but they ain't really gonna unleash it yet. They just showing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like a teaser.
Mm. Okay, and you know, how would you describe your time with the Steelers? You know, I know you guys kind of had a falling out at the end.
Nah, you can never fall out with the Steelers. The Steelers was like my girlfriend. Like I had them on child support, but I just missed a few payments. But like we tied in, if you understand what that means.
Yeah, of course, I get that. You know, what happened between you and Ben? You know, did you guys start to have a falling out, or?
No, I just feel like, you know, as a player, ain't no I in team, but it's a me. And sometimes in the course of your career, you know, you do what's best for you. You know, it's a team what you play on and you commit to. But me and Ben ain't never had no problems, man. Me and Ben put up a lot of great stats, created a lot of good moments that changed my life, changed his life. So I just feel like anytime the organization is losing and there's a misunderstanding that's going on, it's always going to be the constructive criticism from the players that's really known. But I don't think we never fell out. I just went about my ways and did what's best for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he went on the radio a few times, you know, and it seemed like a lot of people were really mad at him for really going public with things, or, you know, like, what was that like for you having the quarterback, you know, publicly speaking out against you?
I mean, you know, being a football player is, you're going to get constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, we play a children game as entertainment. Everybody going to be able to give you some type of sort of feedback. And all in all, you got to know who you are, you know who your teammates are, and that level of respect for being great of what we accomplished.
At one point, you asked for a trade.
Yes.
And now, what was it, the Ben thing that you made you want out, or what was going on there?
I just felt like, you know, at some point in your career, you want to win a Super Bowl. So for me, you know, I was just trying to, you know, put myself in the best scenario to accomplish it. And I did.
So you felt like the Steelers, it just wasn't going to happen there?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, and how long does it take you to get traded before they actually do it? How long was the process for that?
I mean, I don't remember, but, you know, I kind of forced their hand in that and making them do it. I kind of dropped the highlight at the end of the year with my highlights and was like, yo, thank you fans for everything. So I kind of beat the team publicly in regards of getting to the media at the end of the season in like 2018.
Yeah. Well, you go to the Raiders.
Yes.
They give you $30 million.
Best decision they ever made.
They made you the highest paid player in the league.
I made them the highest paid team in the league. You got it wrong.
But things went left.
Nah, things went right.
You never played a game for them.
I know it wasn't just suitable to, you know, my vision. You know what I'm saying? At that point in my career, you know, only thing I was missing is a Super Bowl. So, you know me, I called Mark Davis, one of the owners, the owner of the Raiders. I was like, Mark, man, I'm really grateful to be, you know, to have the opportunity, but I don't want to be a Raider. I want to be a winner. And he respected it. And I respect Mark Davis for that.
Yeah. I seen all over SportsCenter.
Yeah.
They were saying you and the coach got into it. Is there any truth to that or anything?
I mean,
or not the coach. Was it the GM?
They try to make up a lot of stories. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I just did what's best for me in that moment. Anytime you're doing what's best for you, it's gonna come with constructive criticism. And I just think I did what was important in my heart, and I encourage anyone out there, do what's best for yourself. If you can, because most people in the world, they work for organizations or people and they can't all the time do what's best for themselves. So I was just grateful that I was at a point in my career where I was financially stable, and regardless of the drama of who they say I got into it or what was the naysay, you know what I'm saying? In journalistic, they sell stories. There's no code of ethics of, you know what I'm saying, what they putting out. So, and the NFL is ran by the NFLPA. It's the same NFL, so their narrative's always gonna be on point. The whole key is, just be happy, You rather be happy or right?
Happy.
Yeah, let's just be happy. Yeah.
Well, you left the Raiders and you went to the Patriots.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. What was that like?
I mean, that was you know what I'm saying? A step in the right direction if you're trying to be a winner, you go from sugar to shit, I mean, shit to sugar. Yeah. So I was able to play with Bill Belichick, get experience, that's when I first, Tom Brady really get to see what I'm about, conditioning level. You know what I'm saying? Do we understand the plays? And I think that's what kicked off the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That was like the breaking and entry to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, because after I left the Patriots 2019, I got suspended. I came back 2020, made a good plan with Tom Brady that got me back and got me to beat the Chiefs. We the only one that smoked Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay and yeah.
You guys beat the Chiefs?
Yeah,
you
you
did
remember?
Beat the Chiefs. I don't remember. You did beat the Chiefs.
We smoked the Chiefs.
There you go.
Yeah. We had a fatty patty, a fatty patty. A Patty Mahomes.
Well, take me through it, man. How do you end up on the Buccaneers with Tom? Like, who makes the call?
Yeah.
What happens?
So I go to the Patriots. I meet Tom. He really, you know what I'm saying? See that I'm a professional and a high skill officer skill. So when I got released off the team, my first game I led the team. Then they was like, yo, created some drama to get me off the team. Cause as you stated, you understood that I left the Steelers to go to the Raiders. I was kind of impacting my own little thing, but you know what I mean? I feel like so when they left me off, they cut me off the Raiders. The Patriots. Me and Tom had developed this relationship from you know what I'm saying, seeing what I could do. And we made a list that year when they let me go, yo, how I was gonna get back on the field, how we gonna develop a plan to really make sure I come back. He helped me get, the agent, Ed Wolowski, just to line up a few things to let the NFL know that I was serious, as they were trying to write me off from not playing. So they ended up making a decision where they suspend me 8 games. And I come back and get picked up by the Tampa Bay with Tom. So it's kind of like we made a plan, we stuck to it, committed to it, and we accomplished the goal.
What was that like, man? You kind of had some off seasons. You were suspended, and now you're playing with the GOAT.
Yeah, it was destined, I feel like through adversity, you find out who you was. Adversity builds characters. And usually, when you go through a lot of stuff, you could come out on the right side of it if you're in the right mentality and you got the right heart in the right place. So, you know what I'm saying? AB the Hawk, I'm not a GOAT. So the Hawk was just grateful to play with the GOAT and to be able to, achieve something special.
Then you guys finally get your Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, finally.
Man, how'd that feel?
I felt really good, Anytime you overcome adversity and you win it, that's what life's about, overcoming adversity and never giving up. making a plan, sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming, overachieving.
That's for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
What do you think is like, your most memorable moment or your catch that you had during that time?
The most memorable moment?
Besides winning the Super Bowl.
I feel like just the rookie year, you know what I'm saying? 3rd and 19, still worth the Ravens, and they like, yo, put Antonio at this position, let him run this. I feel like, it's really a thing when you earn the right and the confidence of your peers, you know what I'm saying, your coaches, you know what I'm saying, to be a rookie in the playoffs and see the coach believe in me to put me in a position to, help the team in a tough situation.
Okay, well, you're at Tampa Bay. Things start to get rough over there also, man. What was this, the COVID shot card or what all happened with that situation?
Yeah, it was just one of them situations to where, I'm being targeted at the Tampa Bay Bucks. You know what I mean? We just had won the Super Bowl. I'm suspended 4 games, can't play. And they still got to pay me. So they end up saying that my shelf, it's just adversity, man. He say, she say. And the thing about adversity and trauma, you got to learn how to, overcome them, because adversity is part of life. And what you go through, it's all meant to make you better. So for me, I feel like at that point, these guys didn't want to pay me the money based on I was hurt and not able to play, and the salary was guaranteed. So for them to find a way to go above that was to try to prove that my card wasn't what it was, and in all actuality, it was official. But they never went back and changed the narrative or really made it clear. So I guess it kind of left it out there per se that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like all that, channeled the walk off. You see how I left the field. You see how I walked off. You ever walked off and just took position of your life? You ever been in that position? Or you just gotta keep working, or you should just.
I've walked away from some stuff before. I don't know if I've walked away from something like you've walked away from, but I've walked away from some things. Yeah, for sure. You have to sometimes.
You gotta be a man and stand on principles. Sometimes every good thing gonna come to an end. Football gonna come to an end. I don't got unlimited health. I can't bang myself. You know what I'm saying, the rest of my life. So for me, when you know that the quarterback, the guy who you had the loyalty with, they'll get you at the point. When you know that the loyalty not there no more, it's like, I already financially, earned the freedom to be in the NFL and made the funds. And I already won the ring, so at that point, it's like, yo, if the team not with me, I'm not with them either. I could work on my real team. My real team is my family, the people that care with me. Football team is like a job, to you guys, to you and people, it may be entertaining. But it's people's livelihood, it's my time, my health, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, was this the beginning of you and Tom having any issues? Because I think I seen you post something on Instagram or a message that he sent you.
What he said?
I know it was it was a message where he was like calling you a narcissist, and there was I don't know if it was a DM or a text message that he had sent you one time.
Yeah, he probably did.
Was this like the beginning of your guys' fallout, or?
No, it's not a fallout. It was a professional, relationship of a football player. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a professional work relationship. People change jobs, new careers begin. Everyone's not gonna always talk to each other for life, or I don't think it was no fallout. I just feel like I dished out what I thought I had. They had made me feel in regards of the unloyalty at the end of the career. The paying me a low salary. You know what I'm saying? Just to taking advantage of me, like.
You felt like you were underpaid?
I mean, I didn't feel like, what I'm saying? It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I just thought when you win the Super Bowl, when you come back for $1 million, you know what I'm saying, and you work your way to hit incentives and earn your way in the spot. Football is it's a war game, and you get paid on how you go to war. So I just feel like once the loyalty wasn't there for me in regards to what I was doing, I kind of just dished it back out. It probably wasn't a mature thing to do, but it's the human thing to do. When people screw you over and make you look wrong, it's like sometimes you want to give it to them back a little. So yeah, I probably was immature, posting a lot of stuff online and playing into it, but that's a part of life of growing and getting better and understanding, we gotta do better as humans.
I hear that. That. You touched on this a little bit, but can you take me through the day that you walked off the field? What happened?
Yeah.
What caused it, man? And
Yeah, it was a build up of a lot of things, and for me, anytime you playing football, you need it take a commitment from your teammates, commitment from the coaches, commitment from the, the staff, the fans. And at that point in my life, in my career, it was like I take ownership and matters in my own hand, regardless, doing what's best for me, put myself in the best position. And they said when things get hard, where I'm from in Liberty City, we used to always fight. If it's hard, that we'll fight it out, whatever it is. But I feel like you just got to that point where it's like, you can walk away, do what's best for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Did the coach say anything to you or something?
No, he just wanted me to get in the game. And then once I told him I couldn't, I just felt like the energy that he was giving me back was like, yeah, I just had enough, Yeah.
Yeah. Take your shirt off.
Take that shit off, huh? Yeah, I just had enough, man. I didn't want to wear their logos. I didn't want to be involved in nothing. I took it all off in MetLife and chucked the deuces. Best feeling in the world. It was like, start to the future. It was like I finally had the big balls that they talk about in Angels in the Outfield. You seen that movie?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk off the field, man, and you get a ton of criticism.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody from ESPN is killing you. I mean, I think even O.J. Simpson even weighed in on it, said it was completely inexcusable. I mean, it was the criticism was crazy, man. How'd you deal with that? What'd you think about that? What was it like going through that?
Well, how I handle achievement is really with accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? I don't make excuses or combat it with, criticism, it's a part of criticism come with achievement. Anytime you achieving a lot of things and doing things that is not of the normal, it's gonna come with criticism. Anytime you do what's best for yourself, that's gonna come with criticism. So, and life is all about balancing criticism with the formula I told you about earlier of just perception, reality. You know what I'm saying? Making sure as a human you feeling good in 3 phases. And making sure you're able to deal with adversity. You gotta know how to overcome adversity. So for me, I don't really worry about what people say. I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know who love me. I got my people who love me. So it's like, as long as I do what's best for myself and serve the Creator, it's like, I don't owe it. I don't care what no one says. They can't determine my faith or,
When you did that, did you think that might be the last game that you play?
Of course. That was the last game I played. But I took control of that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't control their own destiny or their own fate. Well, they can't. Some people got to work at jobs that they know that, they don't want to because they need the money. So for me, I was grateful that, I could walk off on my own too. They say if a man can't give you no money, what could he really give you? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was about principles. It's about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
For sure. Looking back on it, how do you feel about it?
I feel like 2027, I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame. And I need to tell the kids about, perception, reality, you know what I'm saying? Adversity, trauma, and what it takes to be your best self in 3 phases. You know, how to handle adversity, how to overcome it, you know, how to deal with criticism. Because not everybody else, you know, could possibly handle all that, you know. And being from Liberty City, you know, I always deal with that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a nice haircut, if you ain't got nice shoes, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't play well, you know what I'm saying, my mom would have left the game. So for me, I was always grew up tough and dealing with adversity and not worried about what people say and you know, having strong roots. And that's what it's about, you know, as a human, overcoming adversity.
2027, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Google it right now. You can see my Hall of Fame grade.
No, I believe you. You should be in. How does the Hall of Fame work? Because do you have to go in under a certain team? Or I kind of seen you touch on this a little bit before.
Man, ain't really nothing to touch on. It's like, you know, the NFL picked the best players, you know what I'm saying, from that category. Obviously, I'm going to go down with the Steelers. I got more stats than Hans Ward in receiving yards. So when it's time for me to retire, you know what I'm saying, I go back number 1 for Pittsburgh Steelers, who drafted me in 2010.
You have the best stats of any receiver from the Steelers?
Yeah, I got the number 1. I got more than Hans. He's number 1 right now, so you could pull that stat up if you ain't know that.
Yeah, I believe you for sure. I didn't. Yeah. I did look at your stats, but I didn't get a chance to.
I want you to look it up right now.
Compare them to everybody. Your stats or his? Because I did look up yours.
Yeah, look up his. See where they are to see who number
1. Let's look it up, man.
I am number 1. No matter if you like it, you can take it away and write it. They can't f with me. You heard me? You ever told somebody in the field like you can't f with me? Like, hell yeah. You feel me? On a daily. Y'all number 1, man. Hans got 12,000 something. AB got more. And probably less games too. You know, I do it faster. Bro get the money, but I get it faster.
Okay. Hans Ward got some heat.
What do you got?
He got 2-time Super Bowl.
I mean, what the stats say?
4-time Pro Bowl. Let's get to the stats. Professional career.
Yeah, well, yeah, he probably got like 12,000 or something. Receiving yards, receiving yards. Yeah, Hans Ward can't f with me.
Career stats. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many he got?
He got some good stats. He got 12,000 yards.
How much?
12,000 receptions.
He got 12,000 and how much yards?
12,083 yards.
How much I got?
Shit, man. Hold on.
He got 12,083. How many games he played?
Let me see. Games played, 217 games.
Damn.
1,000 receptions. 85 touchdowns.
Yeah, he can't f with me. Like, he can't even wear my jaw strap. Yeah. Hans Ward, my stepson.
Let's look up Antonio Brown's stats.
Yeah. How many games played? Can you announce that?
Yes. Let me see. Career stats.
Yeah.
146 games played.
Damn, I only played 146 games? Hans Ward played 217.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the stats, please?
12,291 yards.
How much Hans Ward got? 1,283?
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Receptions. 928 receptions.
He's a baby white.
83 touchdowns.
I'm constipated. I'm still shitting on him. It's crazy.
So your stats are better than Hines Ward.
And I had to deal with more adversity and more criticism. I mean, I ain't trying to make comparables, but I'm just letting you see the difference of, what a guy got to deal with when he being great. I paid 140-something game. He paid 217. That's like another 70-something games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hans Ward can't f with me.
So what's it going to be like, man, the Hall of Fame? It's right around the corner.
Yeah, right now, my Hall of Fame is really just raising the kids. got beautiful kids, and, you know, being a good leader. You know what I'm saying? The Hall of Fame is take care of itself with the writers, the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I know they want to put great players in their history, so I feel like I'm one of those guys, and it's only due time.
So you'd separate from the Buccaneers. You made some tweets about Tom that, you know, kind of offended quite a few people.
Yeah.
In November 2023, you tweeted, "I'm sorry, Tom, let's go fishing."
Jake tweeted that. Jake told me to tweet that shit. Like, I don't even fish and shit, but Jake was being nice and shit. He thought that was gonna bring us more opportunities, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I told you earlier with Tom Brady, man, I got, you know, amount of respect for Tom. But you know what I'm saying? People are made of 3 phases: mental, physical, and emotional. And when you ever had a friend who, you know, you thought they was unloyal to you, and as soon as something happened with me, they were just like, yeah, I don't know what's up with AB, but, you know, good luck, woo, woo. So I feel like I was, you know, shout out to Elon Musk for just giving me the creative space on Twitter, you know, to kind of express myself. You know, being a football player, you represent the organization, and not all the times you could really say how you really feel in the grand scheme of the team. So I ain't really got no hate against Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Anything I said was just to bring entertainment. You know, I walked out the field, I became an entertainer. So I bring a lot of light on funny shit, but, you know, I got respect and principles. You know, I ain't his wife me, bro.
Well, you did tweet a picture, or was it tweet, or you posted a picture of his wife? I believe it was from when you guys won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Got a lot of criticism for again.
No, I was just, you know, being entertainment. I don't think it was, you know, I feel like it was criticism because people didn't understand it or they took it for what it's worth. But at that point, I was just being being an entertainer and kind of, you know, being petty or, you know, trying to make him feel what I felt when they changed on me, when they gave me the low deals, when they took my money as a trainer. So, you know, that's all that was, you know, just hopefully one day we could talk as men and figure it out. Because I'm truly grateful for Tom Brady, you know, in the position he put me in. But obviously when you have a personal relationship with someone and you feel like they could have did this or did that, or, you know what I'm saying? It's a human trait, you know.
What about like when Shannon Sharpe was criticizing you, Michael Vick?
I mean, criticism just come with the job. You know, I don't look at those guys personally and feel like they coming after me. You know, those guys work for ESPN. ESPN makes scripts on what to talk about and who to talk about. And anytime you're in a guy in my position where you doing something that's never been done or you're going about things a way of not a lot of people go about it, you know, it's going to be criticism, you know what I'm saying?
What about people who say you turned your back on Tom?
I mean, people make opinions about whatever they think. You know, no one really quite know the story of, you know, it's 2 sides to every story. So I feel like, you know, what about Tom turned his back on me? You know, it's all about how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as people, you know, I did something wrong. Maybe one day he say he did something wrong, could move past it, you know, that's what life's about. Acknowledging it and moving on, you know. I told you I posted some immature stuff. You know, I probably did a lot of stuff that was petty, but, you know, what does do as a human when someone leave you out of job on your job? So it's like, only get back of expression I could have did was what I did, you know. Don't mean that was right, you know what I'm saying? But that's a part of being an entertainer. When Denzel go play this one role, he go play another role. Y'all don't say, yo, why you doing that role? You know what I'm saying? But I guess when you play sports, it's time to stigmatize on like what you want to do, you know?
Yeah, you don't seem like the criticism bothers you at all.
I told you I come from Liberty City, man. If your breath stink, your hair nappy, your shoes dirty, you're going to get ranked on. So you learn to have tough skin, you know?
Now, looking back on your career, man, is there anything you would have done different?
Yes. I would have probably just tell Ben. Ben, if you listen to this right now, if you could go back on the career, I don't know why you didn't throw me the ball 90% of the time. I was better than all the guys you played with. I wanted it more. I was hungrier. I looked it better. I had more melanin, meaning I could be in the sun longer. Yeah, if I could go back on time, I just wish Big Ben just threw me all the passes. Everyone else could just been a co-star in my movie theaters. Yeah.
Okay. Ben, man, you should have got him the ball more for
Yeah,
sure.
Ben, why you feel me? We don't need the Mac players in the NFL, Ben, bro. You supposed to turn me up. But he did turn me up, but I'm trying to say like ultra light beam, you know? Movie theaters. Yeah, shout out for Ben, you know, Ben, shout out to Ben for changing my life. Yo, shout out to Tom Brady for changing. Shout out to all my quarterbacks, you feel me? You're not a good receiver without a good quarterback. So I was really blessed to play with a lot of good quarterbacks. That's why thanks, you know, to those stats, you know, those quarterbacks played into those stats.
Do you have a relationship with Tom and Ben at all? Do you guys talk?
I mean, we got a professional relationship, you know. I feel like we'll talk one day. It's like somebody you used to work with, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You might not talk all the time, but, you know.
What's the behind the scenes of the NFL like?
I mean, it's a fraternity of guys trying to be great, you know. It's a killer be killed, competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's the big leagues.
Yeah. Is it like, you get there and, is there like, were you hazed on your rookie season?
No, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, as a rookie, you got to get the breakfast for the guys, like, Saturday before the travel in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We just, as a rookie, if you guys was all receivers, you know, you just tell me and the rookie whatever y'all want for breakfast, and we'll just make sure you got it for Saturday. That was kind of the thing.
What's the parties like?
I mean, I wasn't a big partier, you know. I was, trying to make a career, be focused. You know, the parties usually be the off season, but you know, you have a couple big BBLs in the parties. You know, and I got CDL license, so I could drive them big things. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving them in the ground. I'm running them in the ground.
I read that you're president of
Yes.
Sports with Kanye West.
Yes.
Sports fashion line.
Free Donda Sports, yeah.
Donda Sports.
Yes.
What do you mean by free Donda Sports?
Yeah, well, we had a big program in the basketball department of the kids, and they kind of put on pause because, you know, as my compadre Ye, you know, he had to cancel himself. You know, I don't know if you've seen him.
I did.
Yeah, he take himself out to kind of show, you know, show people, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not humane, you know what I'm saying, just cancel folks. And a lot of our folks been getting canceled based on that scenario and situation. So, it showed a lot of heart for him, you know what I mean, to put himself up against that situation to just show, you know what I mean.
How'd you feel when everybody started to cancel him and the Adidas pulled their deal? And you were like one of the only people who like really stuck next to Kanye through all that.
I mean, it just show you, you know, you really gotta wait till it's dark out to really see who really with you. And you see a man who, you know what I'm saying, he already got the whole world, you know, gained the whole world, you know what I'm saying, and just for him to stand on principles of, you know what I'm saying, humanity. You know what I mean, people who not being treated right or really done well, you know what I'm saying. So I respect Ye for making that stand and showing people that you could believe in yourself, overcoming that adversity and, you know what I'm saying, dealing with that scrutiny.
What's Kanye like off camera or when he's not?
Yeah.
He always mad at the paparazzi, man.
Yeah, I'm glad he just got married, you know, he's like a horny goat. You know what I'm saying? Just all day.
Now, recently, I seen you post on Twitter. Thank you, Buccaneers, for the hush money settlement.
Yeah, they finally paid me when I told you the 4 games that they said I was hurt. That they tried to say I had COVID or whatever the made-up was. They finally had gave me the money from that 2 years later.
So you got paid for those games, those COVID games. That's what that was for.
Yeah.
Okay, for $65,000.
Yeah.
You know, I think you talked about like they gave you a shot of torta. I don't know what it is, but so you wouldn't feel the damage you were doing. Is that?
Nah, $2 just a shot you could get before the game, and you know if you need something to numb you up a little bit if you sore. That's what that was, but that ain't got nothing to do with the money.
Now, this is something you said also before that the Bucks tried to give you $200K to go to the crazy house.
Yeah. They tried to tell me that when I walked out the field. So it wouldn't make them look bad in the long run. I think that was like, yo, we'll settle you out right now, but we just need you to look like this. That's how they try to make you look, man. That's the point of canceling people or writing people off to make them look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So you feel like that's all they was trying to do to you? Just to kind of cover their own ass?
I mean, that's what they did.
Yeah, man. Man, how did you take that, man, going through that?
I mean, this is another process of adversity. You know what I'm saying? Adversity is just, you gotta overcome to be a better person. You know, we all go through it a different way or different adversities, but we all have it. For me, it's just one of my adversities. You know, I embrace it, work through it.
I mean, it must have been kind of hurt, kind of mad. You know what I'm saying? This is a team you signed with.
It's a business. End of the day, you know, they not my friend. Just doing business.
Lil Wayne. You worked with Lil Wayne.
Yes.
What's that like, man? And how'd you link up with Lil Wayne?
I mean, Lil Wayne's the GOAT. You know, if you make music or you heard music, everyone knows Lil Wayne. So
Everybody knows Lil Wayne.
I was grateful to be able to get a feature from Lil Wayne, man. It really was amazing in 2022. Amazing verse. Shout out to Lil Wayne, man, for always coming through in different moments and supporting. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back a little bit. How did you link up with Kanye West? How'd the whole Donda thing come together?
Yeah, when I ran off the field, right after that, I flew to LA to meet with Rich, who owned Fashion Nova. And I was supposed to meet LA, Justin, the boy, was hitting me up like, yo, Ye wanted to link you. And linking in LA, and the rest was movie theaters. Shout out to Ye, man. He's back and he's happy, man. Shout out to Ye.
And you guys link up and start working.
Yep.
Well, what do you think it was? Because, I mean, you do have a fat, you know what I'm saying? I'm always seeing you. You always got fashion going. You know what I'm saying? Always dressed, man. You know, you think that was just like made him want to like reach out to you and work with you?
No, I feel like Ye was one of those loving dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime he sees someone's going through adversity or dealing with something, he come try to support. And I feel like the way I walked out the field, you know what I'm saying? I think it inspired him. Like, yo, that was, you know what I mean? One of those moments. And he was just there to put his arm around me in the midst of, yo, I got you, man, supporting you. And like what you representing.
Drake. How'd you link up with Drake?
Yeah, shout out to Drake, man. Drake, pop star, man, was in Miami doing one of his biggest videos, God Plan. So I was grateful to be able to make a cameo. So shout out to Drake, man. Drake took me to the movie theaters 2017, man. You told us back then it was God's plan, so that's one of those acronyms of motivation that always stuck to me with dealing with adversity. You know what I'm saying? It's God's plan. You overcome it and just get through it.
And what was shooting the music video like?
I mean, it was amazing, man, I made it like
over a billion views, I think it has?
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah, what was that day like?
Movie theaters. Drake shut down the whole mall in Saks, Miami Beach, I think, which just built the mall. I mean, he had the ladies on the first floor. We did a video on the second floor. We're giving out a free shopping now. And that was an amazing give back for the city of Miami.
What do you think about people calling Drake pop?
What you mean?
Now, they say he's more pop than hip hop.
Man, Drake Cole, man, however you want to put it. He's elite, one of the best. So however you want to put it in pop, whatever genre it is, Drake at the top.
Yeah, for sure. He makes hits. Definitely. Selena Powell.
A eater.
She just recently, I don't know if it's a real tattoo.
Yeah, it was fraud.
But it's fraud. Okay, that's okay. But she posted a picture with you, would look like a tattoo on her face.
She should have put my balls on her face. She should have put my balls on her chin. Cause then, shout out to Selena. Selena start with the, extra fakery.
Do you guys know each other?
Nah, I think she wanna know me on a high level, but I know her. She doing the most, she's capping. Go subscribe to Selena OnlyFans. I think she wanna sell my OnlyFans.
Now this has probably been probably the most controversial thing with you, man. Is people always want to say something about CTE, which I know is a real, serious topic for a lot of people. You can't really, I don't know if people know, but you can't really detect it until you're dead.
Yeah, really, let me tell you something about CTE. The NFL developed CTE for when guys have concussions and they have brain problems. So they don't have to pay, these guys, say it's like a CTE or whatever. I guess that's to protect the guys who play. If you play football and you signed up for this game, you're going to get, head injuries or concussions. So to make the NFL not have to pay, so many football players that came out the game, they diagnosed this CTE, within people. But we are human beings and we are made of 3 forms: physical, mental, emotional. We all got trauma. Not matter if you're a football player, some people was raised with one father, one parent. They can have trauma. Some people don't know how to handle adversity. Some people don't know how to, perception and reality. Just because what people say about me, that's not my reality. That's just a perception. So being able to differentiate these type of terms, that's why I've been trying to promote CTESPN. Just having people talk from the solutions base of their problems and have people identify, what's their trauma, what's their adversity, and how to handle it. For me, I got thick skin. I come from Liberty City where you got to be tough. And, not everybody can handle, the trauma or the adversity or the criticism. And that's the things we need to talk about, in regards to that, I played football a long time. People like to say you got hit. You probably can find one hit of me getting hit. But, football, if you play the game long enough, you're going to get your ass kicked or you're going to do the most ass kicking. I'm one of those guys that do the most ass kicking.
I felt it kind of odd that a lot of people bring up the one hit. I did look into the one hit. But from what I understand, you don't get CTE from just one hit, from one concussion. Yeah. It's like from years and years of doing
I feel like anytime you're an independent individual and people don't understand why you're where you are or they're trying to manipulate you to what they think you should be, they're going to always mention that. But for some reason that is not even a form of what they could attach into that. When you pass the NFL by your brain and then they'll do a scan and then make up something so, they could pay your family to, and not make the league look terrifying. That's why they got flag leagues. That's why they promoting all these other leagues. But, I'm saying I'm suitable. I'm sovereign.
You mentioned scanning the brain, right? Is that something you plan on doing, or?
I just told you they only do that when you pass, bro.
That's when you pass away, or you?
I'm good. I'm good in my life. My life is all well. I don't have to try to prove where my mind at or prove where I'm at to the natural form of the people. I played this game and I was able to take in my life from this game. the movements and things I did that people may not understand. It's not meant for them to understand. I don't live my life to prove to people. I live my life to serve God. So people gonna always say what they think you is when you're not doing what of the norm or doing what they think you should do. And that's why it's, you know, in life you got the freedom. We got freedom to be who we are. You know, we got freedom to do what we want. And I just been grateful that I'm able to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So you're not gonna allow them to do anything to you when you
No,
pass away?
that's what people who have problems. I don't have no problem. It's just a media or a fan base to try to deteriorate my you know, my character of who they think I am. You know what I'm saying? The NFL took care of me, you know what I'm saying?
I hear that. Is there any cornerback out there that gave you problems?
I'm still looking for him.
Nobody that you're like, man, this dude, you know.
Now pull up the tape, you know, the tape is like my walking, talking, breathing resume. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody on film could check me. Wow.
What about past cornerbacks?
Can't f with me.
Deion Sanders.
I mean, Deion was a good player in the old days, but he wouldn't be able to f with me.
Who's your top 5 wide receivers?
AB.
Besides yourself.
AB2, AB3, AB4.
Who'd you study growing up?
I mean, I told you I grew up, my dad was a football player. Touchdown Eddie Brown was a G.
You didn't study Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, none of them?
I mean, those guys are like 6'2", long, skin, you know what I'm saying? Bigger guys. My game is different. I told you I grew up, my dad played football. My granddad played basketball. So it was like, it's already in me, you know, it's not on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm itching right now, but it's not on me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, you said your game is different.
Yeah.
Just because they were bigger. So what about it is different?
I'm faster. I got more agility. I got more sticks. I'm better than those guys. I'm a more explosive player than them.
I mean, I can see the advantages and disadvantages, you know, of being bigger. Because if you're bigger, you know, probably can get to balls and.
I'm better than those guys you talking about. Those guys you said, Michael Irvin and who?
Jerry Rice.
I mean, Jerry Rice played like 22 years, 20-some thousand yards.
Yeah, Jerry Rice is the stat leader in almost everything.
Yeah, because he played the longest.
Played a long time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He did have a long career.
I got more stats than Michael Irvin. He played more games. Michael Irvin can't f with me.
I seen that. I definitely looked into that.
Michael Irvin can't f with me. Jerry Rice can't f with me either. They just forced Jerry Rice the ball, and like, you know, they played different coverages. But Jerry Rice can't f with me. Jerry Rice a first round pick. Like, soon as he came into the team, you know, adversity, they put him in the best positions, threw him all the passes to make him look good. When I came, they was like, yo, you can't even get in the lineup. You got to run kicks and punches and earn your spot. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a first round guy like they just put in a lineup. I had to fight for my spot. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to earn my spot, then take over. Those guys, they just came in the NFL and they just put them right in and try to help them be successful.
I mean, he came in. He had Montana when he came in.
Of course, and he was a first round pick, so they put him right in.
Montana. I mean, you know, he came out the gate killing it for sure.
Jerry Rice can't f with me. He can't f with me.
What about Randy Moss?
Randy Moss is a great player. He got, you know, he's a 6'4", long, tall, big body guy. But how many years he played? 14 years, 15.
I'm not sure.
I like 14 years.
He makes some incredible catches too, man.
No, he was an impressive player, but I feel like I got more catches than Randy Moss.
Okay.
How many catches? Look at how much we got.
Let's look it up.
Randy Moss can't f with me. How many games he played?
Hold on, let's see.
Randy Moss can't f with me. Randy Moss is my cousin. can't with me. He my second cousin. Hey Dre, let me smoke my shit with you for y'all. Smoke me out. Pass that on the set.
Dang it.
You got his stats?
Trying to get
Randy
him.
Moss can't with me. Randy Moss can't with me. How many catches he got? 1,000? He ain't got 1,000.
So he's got games played, 218 games played, receptions, 982 receptions.
He might got a little bit more than me.
15,292 yards.
How many games he played? 217?
218 games played.
60 more games.
All right, look up my stat. I think I got like 900 some catches. I got 12,000 yards. I don't think on the equivalent of a book, I probably played like 11 years in one game. I guess you get, if you play 6 games, you get like 12 years. I played 2010 to 2021. 2019, I played one game.
Right. With the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 140 something games.
146 games.
With 900 catches.
928 catches. Yep.
Randy Moss got 980, right? And 200 games. You tell me who they was getting the ball more.
982 in 280.
So who was getting the ball more? Who averaged more yards in the NFL? Randy Moss can't with me. You gotta give me some respect. You know, like a lot of people like to say a lot of shit, but one thing you can't say is I'm not elite and I don't perfect the crowd. A lot of people make up stuff that have nothing to do with football. You know what I'm saying? On the football field, it is what it is. They can't with me.
Stats are crazy. There's no denying it, man.
I'm saying, but what made people great? The stats, or what you say as a fan? What would you say? What make a receiver great? His stats,
man.
or his dominant in the league?
I always feel like it's a combination, man. You know, because there's always things that just don't show up in the stats, man.
Like what?
Like when you go make like when you make like a crazy diving catch or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't show up in the stats. You know, those types of things don't show up. So
show up in the highlights.
So I think it's a combination of, you know, winning, stats, just your overall play on the field. You know?
But how am I playing less games and I'm doing more? How am I playing less games and doing more is not getting talked about? I was a 6th round pick. These guys 1st round pick, meaning that they play right when they come in. I'm a rookie. I barely could scratch the field. As a 6th round pick, and they drafted a 3rd round pick receiver before me in the same draft on the team. So I speak volumes to how I deal with adversity. You know what I'm saying? How I overcome adversity, because we all deal with it. But sometimes with adversity, some people quit. Some people would have felt like, oh man, they like this guy better than me. Man, maybe, you know what I'm saying? They like this player better than me. So man, let me not just show these guys. You know, I took it as an opportunity. Like, okay, I'm gonna show them why I'm better than this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you handle adversity and how you look at it. Well, for me, I took it as, you know, this is what God wanted me to be, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get where I gotta get. And that was my journey of, you know, adversity. Something I had to get through. And thank God I was able to, you know, push forward on it and be able to get through it without, you know, giving in or giving up. You know, when adversity hits, people make excuses. They seek comfort. You know, they bitch to people about their problems. They minimize their woe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything, those things when I had adversity. You know, I committed to be the difference. You know what I mean? I didn't seek comfort. I didn't make excuses. You know, I committed, you know what I'm saying? I committed to excellence, to be able to take responsibility. And that's a part of, you know what I'm saying, being a good person and overcoming adversity to get to your goals. And anybody who's successful or trying to be successful gonna deal with adversity. And if you handle adversity right, you know, it build character and it can put yourself in a better position. And thank God I was able to overcome all the adversity and end up winning the Super Bowl and, you know, achieving some of the goals that I would wish for myself.
How important was that Super Bowl? It cost you 30. Well, I don't want to say it cost you $30 million, but
yeah,
$30 million guaranteed, man. You walked away to win the Super Bowl.
I already have made 30. I came back and played for $1 million. I mean, at that point, legacy is not about money. It's about your name, you know what I'm saying, your work, your resume. So for me, it wasn't about the money, as a normal person to look at who don't make no money. I already had accomplished, you know what I'm saying, making that 30. The Raiders already had 30. That's why I posted my bank account. Did you not see the $24 million that I posted? You didn't?
I must have missed that one.
Google it. You missed all the good action. Google AB, tweet his bank account. You think I care what people say? We had a saying back in Liberty City, the girls used to sing. They were like, sticks and stones could break my bones. Words could never hurt me. You see, the journalists don't have a code of ethics where they tell them like, hey, sir, you can't report this because it's not, you know what I'm saying? And the code of ethics are correct. They sell newspapers. You know what I'm saying? They make money off of it. So if they selling my name negative or positive, that means they got some value.
You feel like you're unfairly targeted?
I don't feel no ways,
by the media?
Jesus walked the earth perfect, healed the blind, did all the great things. They still killed him. So at the end of the day, adversity is a part of life because it's really criticism. Criticism comes with achievement. You don't respond. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just accomplish. Achievement. Independency is reached when dependency is broken. You know what I'm saying? I became independent. I ain't need to depend on the NFL to make a life or, you know what I'm saying? I already had made a life. So independency is reached when dependency is broken. And I walked off in the NFL to be independent. I was already a dependent. I already, overcame those stages. You think, let me ask you, do guys play football because they want to be great or they want to make money?
Shit. Both?
Yeah, you're right, both. But which one's more important?
Shit. That's
that money.
I'm gonna say like especially when you're young, it's probably to be great.
Nah, to take care of your family. You think people want to get hit in the head and be great? Or you think they want to get hit in the head, take care of their families, or take care of their lives? We play this game to change our lives, you know what I'm saying? You could risk your life playing this game, but it's also an opportunity to change your life, so it's all about how you look at it.
How dangerous is football?
It's all about how you look at it.
Are certain positions more dangerous than others?
I hit the baddie in different positions. I get the money in different positions.
Okay. So there's no position that's more dangerous than others?
Football is a war game, man. It's competitiveness. Football is the only place in the world you could just hit somebody and, it's legal. And you could go viral. If they hurt a guy like me and hit a guy like me, they still talking about a guy hit me, right? It's part of being, a premier player or a target player.
Will you let your kids play football?
Yeah, my kids play right now. They play flag. They're really good. Shout out to my son, Otto Ali. My youngest son, they really love football. They're really good, too.
Now, are that young? So, from what I understand, they don't have tackle football that young anymore.
Yeah, I think they cut it out in L.A. I think they banned it everywhere, right?
I believe so. So, it's only flag football till 11, 12, 13 or something like that?
Yeah.
So you're not worried about your kids getting hurt with football, or you're okay with them if they want to do it?
I mean, yeah.
Are you teaching them, giving them the game early?
Of course. That's what it's about, My dad passed the game down to me. It's a generational, the brown bit is the family.
What happened with your feet? I keep seeing people talk about your feet, and something happened with your feet. I don't know.
It's part of adversity, man, We all go through adversity. What about my meat though?
I don't want to talk about your meat, man. Okay.
I paid a lot for my meat though, you know. A lot of support over the days, you know. I thought massages would be like the most I pay on my body, but it's the body part that costs the most is my meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you, man. Okay, so I heard about you being on Dancing with the Stars, man. So
Yes.
how'd that come about, man?
Yeah, so 2015 after the season, you know, I got a concussion that year. That was my first year really with having a concussion in the playoffs. And you know, I had a good opportunity to be on Dancing with the Stars, and I feel like it would be a good challenge for me to be able to mentally learn dances within a week and you know, practice them live on Saturday and then go live on Sunday. So for me, it was a way to, you know what I'm saying, shape my brain in regards of memory and muscle memory and being able to be creative. And shout out to Shauna Burgess, my dance partner.
Okay, and how'd you do? Did you win?
I think I was in the top. I was in the top.
You were in the top?
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, how hard was it? You know,
Yeah.
how much did you train for it?
I mean, it was a commitment, you know, 4 to 6 hours a day. My dance partner dragging me into gyms, and we just committed to the process of, you know what I'm saying, learning a new skill, a ballroom dancing, and I think it was an amazing opportunity.
What did it do for your career? You know, did it help your status, your social media? Did it help you make more money?
Yeah, I think it came with all those things, you know. I feel like it's just, you know, Dancing with the Stars put you in the other audience, you know, America's audience where people could, you know, see you outside a helmet, you know, see you struggle, you know, see you be a human, and to see you grow. For me, it was a challenge. It was fun, and something I enjoy.
4 to 6 hours a day. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
Man. You know, you finished good in it. Was that your only time doing any TV type of situation?
No, I did like Masked Singer. I did like Masked Singing.
Okay. What's that like?
I mean, that was fun too.
Okay. How many times were you on The Masked Singer?
I think a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Now, I mean, what's the show like? Did you have to stay on there until somebody guesses who you are, or until the crowd, or?
It's a competitive singing competitive stage in a mask where it's like, you know, they picking who's performing the best by the costume, and you go to the next round based on your performance. And I was able to sing Bobby Brown, Prerogative, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, I see. So okay. So nobody knows it's you. Now, when it's over, do you take the mask off and show everybody like, yo, I'm Antonio Brown?
Yes.
Like
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Were people surprised? Like, yo, this dude's best football player right now.
Yeah, I figured they knew it was some type of athletic person, you know, based on the costume and the movements. But anytime you're doing, you know, anything, any opportunity outside of football is great opportunity. You know what I mean? To build the fans and get yourself outside the realm of just the NFL.
Have you been offered any reality TV shows or anything?
Yeah, a couple. But I'm not a reality star. You know, I'm a star in like real life.
So you don't want to do it. You've turned them down.
Yeah, a couple of them.
I heard them checks are pretty nice.
We got a couple of documentaries coming out this year. Should be pretty cool.
Okay. Well, what is it? What are these documentaries? Just about your life?
Yeah.
Football?
Yeah, it's about the journey. The journey, you know, dealing with adversity. The untold story.
Okay. For sure. Before we go, top rappers. Who's your favorite rappers?
Young Thug. Shout out to Young Thug. Free Young Thug. You know, Ye, Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Wayne.
Weezy F Baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Jay-Z need to drop some new music. Yes. So he definitely one of the top ones in my book.
been a while since he did any music, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about his speech at the Grammys? It says Beyonce, they gave her every award but the album of the year.
I mean, he pretty much reiterating what Ye had said to people a long time ago. But I guess finally Jay-Z says it.
Jay-Z says it.
And then people listen.
People listen. Kanye says it.
Yeah, he's crazy, right?
Obama and everybody is kind of coming after him.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. Did you hear about Kanye getting kicked out of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay, so I guess he bought some seats right in front of Taylor Swift.
That's what they say.
And they're saying that Taylor Swift got him kicked out for that.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard that?
Free Ye.
Free Ye, man. I mean, they kind of have, he took the mic from her when she was getting her award. And then they had the phone call where she kind of got caught lying on him. Now, do you think they got like a rivalry going, or what do you think what was going on right there? Or she just kind of felt Kanye was gonna troll her?
I don't know. Every year he goes to the Super Bowl. So I don't know what it was.
I think it was just a coincidence.
No,
They
just
ended up sitting next to each other.
Maybe it would have been good for the NFL ratings.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they say that her every game she goes to, the ratings are like crazy.
Yeah, they probably could have boosted ratings.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all right, Antonio Brown, man, I appreciate you, man.
Game time.
Dope interview, man.
Respect.
For sure. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.